What's up, Scorpio? Welcome to your October reading. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you so much for being with me here today. I really do appreciate you. If this reading helps you or resonates in any way, make sure that you leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. I am available for personal readings if you'd like to book with me, and you can find me on my Instagram and TikTok at Jadestone Tarot. So, Scorpio, let's get right into your reading to see what messages may come through for you for the month of November. I just want to wish you guys a happy birthday to all my Scorpio sons out there. I hope you guys have a beautiful birthday season, and that you treat yourself to something nice, all right? Celebrate yourself. A whole another lap around the sun. You've made it. Good job. Happy New Year to you. And so, Scorpio, as I was getting into your energy, it was interesting because, like, the first image that I was getting was, like, kind of like, you know, when a camera is trying to focus in on, like, something and it's blurry. I kept getting, like, this image of, like, focusing in on something and then it blurring up and then focusing and then blurring and then focusing and then blurring and then focusing. Like, I just kept getting this image of, like, focus and blur, focus and blur, kind of like a camera. And then I was hearing the closer you get to the frequency, the louder / clearer the signal. So it's kind of like, you know, if you're, like, driving and maybe you drive out of your city or whatever, the frequency changes, the radio station changes, or it kind of fades out. That's kind of what it seems like. It's almost like, you know, the closer you are to something, the louder it becomes. So we'll see how that ties in. We have Andi coming out, messages for Scorpio. And we also have the Singer of Connection. So, like, if there's something in your life that's been feeling kind of fuzzy or unclear, whether it's about some sort of choice that you have to make, whether it's about, like, there's a connection where the lines are kind of blurry, you don't really know where you and another person stand, or you're not quite sure. This is, you know what? Wait a fucking minute, because I shuffled this deck a whole bunch. I tried doing a reading yesterday. I wasn't in the right energy. I did Cancer and Pisces. I did not do your reading yesterday. But I believe Cancer had these exact same cards. You know what? Give me a second. I'm actually going to double check. Cancer definitely had Andi, and I think Cancer also had the Singer. They may have the Singer of Courage. Let me see this for a second. Yeah, okay. No, they had the Singer. Okay. Cancer had the Singer of Initiation. You have the Singer of Connection. So that's interesting. You have some sort of decision. So this is similar vibes to Cancer. You have a decision to make, but this decision is involving certain connections in your life or certain relationships in your life. And you're trying to figure out, like, where you stand with certain people or an individual. You're trying to figure something out, or maybe you have multiple options. If this is in regards to love, you might have multiple options and you're trying to figure out who you connect more with on a deeper level. So you have some important choices to make. And by the way, we have number 6 and we also have number 65. So you might be seeing a lot of 6s lately. So yeah, it's like you're trying to get a clearer picture about a certain situation or a relationship in your life. You're trying to figure something out here. You're trying to get to the bottom of something here. So I'm gonna use, oh shit, I almost dropped this deck. I'm not using that one just yet. I think I'm gonna go with just my traditional tarot for now. Messages for Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus for the month of November 2022. What's going on for my Scorpios, please? What do they need to know? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus for the month of November. By the way, I'm recording this on the partial solar eclipse in Scorpio, so that's interesting. We have the star coming out, Aquarius energy. Might be dealing with an Aquarius, or you may carry some Aquarian placements. Messages for Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus for the month of November 2022. We have the Devil, Capricorn energy. 10 of Cups and the Magician. So 3 out of 4 major arcana already off the bat. Messages for Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus for the month of November 2022. What's going on for my Scorpios? Okay, we got Justice, the Chariot, High Priestess. Holy shit. We got a lot of major arcana. This is some significant stuff for you, Scorpio. I ain't gonna lie. And the fact that we also have the 10 of Cups, end of a cycle, but also really talking about your emotional fulfillment here, fulfillment within your relationships and connections, which fitting, right, with the Singer of Connection. There we go, finally. Ace of Swords, 6 of Cups, Death, 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and also the Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles at the bottom, and the Ace of Cups. We have a lot that I just pulled from the bottom, but you have a lot of new energy heading in the month of November. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, 3 aces, and also the Magician making an appearance in this reading. So Scorpio, I'm just saying, you have a lot of new things that are going to be coming in. I'm going to just keep that to the side here. Let me break this down for you because there's a lot to discuss. There's a lot to talk about. Yeah. So we do have Aquarius energy, we have Capricorn, we got Libra, Cancer, Pisces, we got your energy, Scorpio. Those are the main zodiac signs out here. So yeah, I'm just trying to feel where we should begin. I think let's just start off with talking about this past energy, get this out of the way. This might be relevant. Well, obviously, if it wasn't for the past, you wouldn't be where you are today, and you wouldn't be where you're headed, where you're going, okay? So let's talk about this past energy for a second, okay? So we have the 6 of Cups, and we have Death. So you may be looking back at some things from your past, maybe from your childhood, and you're recognizing certain lessons that you've experienced, certain situations that you experienced that taught you lessons. Like, you're learning from it, which is great. I see that you're really transforming from the past, where, you know, maybe in the past you were left behind, abandoned, people like just discarded you or treated you treated you terribly and left you feeling alone and not good enough, and had you question your whole worth, your whole, just question everything about yourself, and just left you feeling lonely. And I feel like it's made you stronger, and you've come out and like a changed person from those situations. But there is some things, realizations that you'll be having about yourself that will be affecting the direction that you go down or that you're moving towards in the near future. It'll be affecting the relationships that come in or that you invest yourself into. It'll be impacting your money. It will be impacting your friendships, your job here. So it seems like all because of some past situation that you are reflecting on that had a big influence on you, that really changed you. Something that happened to you, maybe even as like a child, or a cycle that you may have found yourself going down even in your childhood. It affected you, it changed you to your core. It impacted you so much that whatever this new stuff is coming in, like it is, how do I want to put this? Like, if it wasn't for this past shit, none of this new stuff would have come in, or it would have been completely different. Like, it's that whole, like, connect, even like the Singer of Connection, not only does it talk about like the connection to other people, but it talks about just the connection of like the journey that you're on, the path that you're on since you were first birthed here in this physical life, and your experiences and your consciousness and your memories and everything that has like shaped you and who you are today, right? So the Singer of Connection not only just talks about like connection with other people, but it even just talks about how every single little thing, it's like a roadmap of the life that you've been on. Every single action, every single choice has led up to this moment. And it's leading to this new stuff. Well, and we're going to take a look into that because it feels like it's coming in quickly. I see that there's improvement in your money, in your career. So if you've been if you've been struggling financially, if you've been really pinching your pennies, if you have been just like suffering in any way, I really see that you're pulling yourself out of that in November, you're really gaining momentum, you're taking charge, and you're going after what it is that you want. Some of you have a new offer coming in. If this is in regards to work or your career, I feel like there might be something better that comes in. Maybe you've been waiting for a better opportunity, and now here is the chance, or you're getting the offering that you've been patiently waiting for, and it's going to be bringing you much more income and much more stability and security, okay? So that's nice. I also feel like that with relationships that are developing or coming in, it does feel like the connections that you'll be forming are going to be playing a really significant role for you, Scorpio. Especially with the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like these connections that will be coming in are going to be withstanding like a lifetime, or like lifelong friendships that you are forming. They're going to be playing a really important role, especially the next 6 months. The people that you're connecting with currently on a deeper level, and the people that come into your life around this time in November, that you instantly just hit it off and there's like that deep connection and you don't really need to force it, it just flows. That is a clear indication that those people are going to be part of your journey that you're on for a really long time, it feels. So if you've been alone, if you've been kind of just keeping to yourself, if you've been like kind of isolated, Five of Pentacles can talk about that. I really feel like this is a time for you to open up your heart, Scorpio. This is a time for you to let people in, to let down your walls, to let love in all shapes and sizes. It doesn't just have to apply to romance. Because I do feel like you have the opportunity for romance, but I also see that you have the opportunity for building friendships and people that you can call family, even though they may not be related by blood. Well, family doesn't end in blood, you know? Yeah, you don't get to choose your blood-related siblings and family members, but you get to choose who you want to spend your life with, who you want to surround yourself with. And I feel like you're coming into a time in November where you're really finding your people. I do see here with the Devil to the Chariot, there is a bit of like this, there is a bit of a struggle. You're aware of certain toxicities or negativities or sabotaging control methods. Maybe it's like even as small as like putting people through tests, but there are some things about you, Scorpio, that you know aren't the best like mechanisms to go about things or to approach situations. And you're aware of it, and I see that you're working on it, but there's also part of you that struggles with letting these old ways go. It's like with the Chariot in this deck especially, it's like you're being pulled in two different ways, where it's like one way you're like, yeah, I want to banish this devil, I want to be free from this toxicity, and then part of you is also just so used to acting and being kind of triggered to behave in a certain way, in a certain mindset, or have certain beliefs, that it's kind of just like you fall back into this natural cycle, or this natural like reflex. Yeah, for some reason I want to call it like a reflex, like something triggers you and you immediately react in a certain way due to your own inner trauma and triggers, and you're aware of it, you're aware that it's not the healthiest, or you're aware that it may just be like your fears or like, you know, projections that you have, but it's still something that you may struggle with overcoming. And let me just move, there we go, sorry. My mouse is like over my screen, it was like making this little, you know, like the little loading sign. It was just distracting. I'm like looking over at my cards like, hello, I can't see you. Anyways, just so you know, we have Cancer and Capricorn. These are opposite signs. So I just thought that's pretty interesting. Maybe you have like North or South Node in Cancer, Capricorn. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing that out there. But you are having massive breakthroughs here. Ace of Swords and the Magician, especially when it comes to your mentality, the way that you perceive things, your thought patterns, your belief system. There's a lot of this mental clarity, and things are becoming to get more clearer. Kind of like what I was saying at the beginning of the reading, as I was getting into your energy, and I got that message, or some sort of saying that's like the closer you get to a frequency, the louder or clearer the signal. So it's like this signal, you're picking up on a signal, and it's getting clearer and more crisp, more sharp. It's like you're getting more focused or more tuned in with something, or like your purpose, or where you're supposed to be, or you're going to be tuned into like who you can let in, or like you're really tuning into your intuition here, High Priestess. You're really tuning into what your higher self is saying. I feel like you're accessing like higher knowledge or higher information. The more receptive you are, the more open you are, the easier this information is that you're able to like tap into. You're able to like tap into the archives of like the energy archives of all this information that you're able to unlock. Like you got the key, and you're discovering certain things about yourself. You're discovering certain things about like what's going on in your life with the people that are in your life, past things that have happened to you. You're like unlocking a whole lot, even things in relation to like your family or your ancestors. 10 of Cups to the High Priestess. So like for some, you're finding out, or you're really okay, hold on, let me finish my thought. I'm like cutting myself off. For some, it's like you're finding out like your history of your grandparents, great-great-grandparents, so on and so on, your ancestors, and how maybe they had a lineage of like healers or mystics or intuitives, right? Maybe you, because Scorpio, you're hella intuitive. You have your gifts and abilities. I know so many Scorpios that are into that kind of stuff, or people who have like Scorpio placements. It's a very Scorpionic kind of, thing. You might be interested in, the spiritual arts, the healing arts, that kind of stuff, the practices, magic, things like that. And perhaps it's like you're really connecting with your ancestors, or you're learning more about your heritage, where you come from, your background, and really just tapping into your gifts and abilities, things that like even like a grandmother or grandfather, like things that they were good at, it's like it's being passed down for you to like, oh my god, I just felt something touch my finger. I literally just felt something like gently like touch my finger. Oh my god, it tickled, bro. That caught me by surprise. Okay, I'm gonna take that as a sign. It's like, yeah, it's like there might be certain like talents or gifts that your great grandparents used to love doing, whether they were great cooks, or whether they were very artsy or crafty, or they had like a green thumb, or they had certain skills. Maybe they were really good with cars, maybe they were really good with building things, woodworking, I don't know, just throwing things out here. And it's like you might be discovering that you have that talent too, or like those gifts have been passed down to you and you got it. Like even music, like learning languages, like certain things that your blood relatives were great at, and you are discovering that you have that gift as well. And if you're willing to learn and be open to it, that you're able to master those skills and abilities. And also you have your own interpretation, you have your own unique gifts that you get to add to that. Like it's really powerful. This feels so cool. Like this feels like this is nice. I like it a lot. And then we also have the Star and Justice. So Scorpio, in November, you're really like staying true to your authentic self. You're really just like unapologetically being you, and you're doing what's right to you. You're staying fair. You're doing what's best for yourself, but you're also looking out for others. You're wanting to make sure everybody wins. You don't want to, kick other people and step on other people's toes. Like you're really just trying to move in a place that's like fair and balanced, but you're also putting yourself first, and you're also really like letting people be as they are, just as you're letting yourself be as you are, without like any judgment or harsh, like restrictions putting on people. You're not really about that. You're just like allowing things to be. And it's very wholesome. It's very sweet, and something that you've been working towards, whether it's been like a personal goal, whether it's been some sort of relationship, career, money, a passion of yours, some sort of endeavor. Maybe it's a bunch of things. I really do feel like your hard work and effort is paying off, and you could be getting some sort of recognition, or like I feel like there's some sort of accomplishment coming up around the corner that you should be celebrating and like appreciating all of your victories and all of your wins. I also feel here with the Star and Justice, it's like you being able to express your vulnerability to others and being able to share your experiences and what you've gone through, being able to help heal others who have gone through things that are similar, or, you know, guiding others, teaching others. I am kind of picking up on a bit of like a leadership energy. So maybe that's for someone out there. Like you might be like leading others, or like leading, whether it's like family or children, or even like breaking generational curses. Maybe that's what you want to call it. Generational cycles, things that you witness your family go through, your parents go through, siblings go through, your ancestors go through. It's like, I do feel like a lot of you could be breaking certain cycles that have been going down for a long time. And I just feel like there's a whole lot of support around you with your spirit guides and your angels and your ancestors, whatever it is that you pray to, those who have passed on, that are no longer physically here in the 3D, but they're still around you energetically. I feel like there's so much support around you, Scorpio. In your physical life, there's a lot of support around you, and you're going to be also having new connections come in that support you, real, genuine people that believe in you, that support you and want to see you succeed. I also feel like there's a lot of support on the other realm, on the other side. I feel like you're really supporting yourself in your endeavors, in your journey. You're being very patient with yourself, and you're overcoming certain cycles of your past. Letting go of the need to control situations. You're detaching from mindsets, beliefs, people, environments that were very negative or had a very negative impact on you mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I just feel like you're getting out of a sticky, sucky kind of situation here. That Five of Pentacles, that's coming to an end. All the struggle that you've gone through recently, as well as even if you take a step back, previous years, couple years, 10 years, even longer for some, right? Whether it be weeks or a long time. I feel like you're finally making it out to the other side. You're breaking out, you're having massive breakthroughs, and there's a lot of transformation. And you've been so patient, Scorpio. You've been so patient, and you've been putting in the work. And now this is, especially now that we're in your birthday season, this is a time of reward. This is a time of opportunity. This is a time for you to let the past be in the past and be open to these new things that are coming in. Like I said, new job, new relationship, new money, new mindset. It feels like you're stepping into a time where it's like anything that you really want, anything that you desire to have more of, you are able to bring in easily and effortlessly. And again, it's like the clearer that you are, the more specific, the more focused you are, the clearer the signal is for you to attract. It's kind of like, think about Bluetooth, Bluetooth headphones, Bluetooth speaker. If you're near, like, for example, right, I got my little phone over here, got my little headphones over here. If I'm close to my phone, my Bluetooth can connect. But if I am like 30 feet away, wow, I said 30 feet away, 30 feet away from my phone, I got my headphones, I'm not going to be able to connect to my phone. Like, the connection's not that strong. But if I move closer to my phone, well, then there we go. The Bluetooth is able to connect, and the frequency's there, and I get to listen to my music, So it's kind of like that. It's like the closer you are, the easier it is for you to like manifest what it is that you want almost instantly, almost like immediately. It feels like things are moving very quickly for you. I did just want to look at this choice though. Okay, we're gonna just clarify what Indi's talking about here, and then I'm gonna pull you some advice because I talked a whole bunch. There's so much to talk about here. But yeah, tell me about Indi. What's this decision for Scorpio? Tell me about Indi for Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus in November 2022. I did hear September, so this could be relating to something that happened a couple months ago, or maybe it was relevant for you in September. Tell me about Indi. What is this choice for Scorpio? What's this decision about for Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus? Tell me about Indi for Scorpio in November. We have the Chariot reversed. Tell me about Indi for Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus for the month of November. What is this choice that Scorpio has? What's this decision about? Ten of Cups. Tower reversed. Scorpio energy as well as Cancer. Anything else regards to Andi? Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Hangman, and the 9 of Wands at the bottom. Knight of Cups as well. So this might be a choice about, like I said, a relationship, whether it be romantic. For some of you, this is romantic. For some, it's just like a connection in your life. Some of you have a choice to make about if you are going to keep certain people around you in your life or if it's time to cut them out. It's if before you make any choice, before you be cutting anybody off, take some time to detach and reflect and look at things from another perspective here. But it seems like this choice is about like what you want to invest your time, energy, and even money into, or what's worth your effort, what's worth your energy. We have the Tower reverse with the Chariot reverse. I kind of see like with this decision that you're making, you're deciding to no longer invest, or no, you're no longer putting yourself through a certain cycle over and over and over again. So I think that's relating to the Devil and the Chariot and even the Ace of Swords, like you becoming aware of a certain mindset or belief or habit that you know isn't good for you. I feel like this is you reaching this breakthrough. But it is slow. Knight of Pentacles. So it's like this is something that you've been kind of working through for some time now. I want to say months, even years. So it's been a long ongoing process, but you're starting to really like be able to embrace your connections and embrace your relationships in your life, and even the relationship you have with yourself. I wanted to say a relationship with like a mother figure or family related or relative. So there's a lot of things coming up here, but it's kind of just like this decision that you have. It is about like what you want to continue to put your energy and your focus on, and just getting clear with that, right? Getting the clarity about like what's really worth your effort and your energy here. I'm gonna get some advice for you, Scorpio, for November 2022. Yeah, just like know what you're aiming for, know what your aim is, know what your target is before you shoot, obviously. Otherwise, it's a waste of a bullet. I'm just saying. Messages for Scorpio. Any advice, insight, wisdom, guidance for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of November. Any advice? Any advice for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of November. I was literally about to say September again for some reason. I don't know why. Messages for Scorpio. Any advice for the month of November? We got the Frog. Advice for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Thank you. And the Elephant. And the Buffalo at the bottom. Very beautiful. It's kind of fitting with the Elephant, so I'm just going to talk about these two. So we have the Frog. And the Frog is all about the need for emotional releasing. This is a very healing, forgiving, purifying kind of energy, and you may be feeling very sensitive right now, Scorpio. Again, like you have some things coming up about the past that you were being reminded or triggered of, memories coming up, things from your childhood perhaps, and you're going through some changes, especially as we're going through this eclipse. And today, as I'm recording this, and of course the next couple days as this energy fades out, but eclipses, they occur like the whole energy cycle be playing out for like 6 months. So just saying, there's a lot of releasing that's taking place. There's a lot of emotions coming up. You might be feeling way more sensitive than usual, or just feeling really emotional, or just like there's a lot of feelings that are coming up for you that need to be released. So embrace it, honor it, let it go. The advice with the Frog is like be around water. Water is a very healing and cleansing energy, an element to be around. So if you can be out near a water, body of water, lake, river, ocean, amazing. If not, even if it's raining, let the rain just like rain down on you, cleanse your soul, cleanse your energy, cleanse your spirit. Go out in the rain if it's raining. I did last night. It was nice. If not, you can take a salt bath. You can do like energy, water meditation kind of things. You can look up all that kind of jazz. Even like going on like YouTube and just typing in like ocean waves and just like meditating with that. Like that's always good. Like just things like that can help you kind of like let those emotions out. Okay, this is all about the need to release. And then we have the Elephant. And Elephant can talk about blockages that come in, or well, to us, they're blocks. To us, it's setbacks, but actually it's divine timing and divine intervention helping us, even though we may not understand or see why it's happening the way it is. It typically is because there's a bigger plan or there's a bigger reason, and the advice here is really just to surrender and have faith and try not to force shit. This is not the time to force anything. So if something is not working, or you feel like you're constantly bending over backwards trying to make something happen, or trying to like convince someone to love you or to give you the energy that you deserve or the attention that you deserve, or you've been trying so hard to get like recognition at your work or whatever the case is, Scorpios, like stop forcing shit. Stop, take a step back, surrender. It's not worth it. It's not worth that fight. It's not worth you constantly depleting your own battery trying to force things that are just not for you. Maybe it's not for you at this moment. Maybe it's not for you because there's something better that's trying to come in. But you won't know that until you take a step back and surrender to what's out of your control, okay? The elephant's a very, very auspicious energy. It can represent good luck. This represents good fortune. Your intuition is also being highlighted here. Pay attention to your dreams, messages that are coming through to you. Certain feelings, thoughts, or ideas or memories that come to you is like little flashes, little nuggets of information that you need to pay attention to. Write it down, think about it, meditate on it. If you gotta, maybe it's like a song that comes to you or an idea that comes to you, but really pay very close attention, okay? It's all leading up to something, and it's leading up to also these new things that are coming into your life. So there was a lot in this reading, a lot that we talked about. I really do hope that this was helpful and insightful for you, Scorpio. If it was, please let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I am available for personal readings if you'd like to book with me. You can find me on my Instagram and TikTok at Jadestone Tarot. And I'm going to let you go, Scorpio. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.